Hi everybody, welcome to artHappy. I'm so glad that you joined me today. We are going to have a lot of fun painting a winter abstract landscape today. And I'm going to show you some techniques on how to use a palette knife and a fan brush. So let's get to it. Let's grab our kits, take everything out. You're definitely going to need the largest brush in your kit. This is a 20, a flat brush, okay? So you're going to need that. You're going to need your fan brush. You're going to need, out of your paint kit, you're going to need your yellow. You're going to need your yellow ochre. You're going to need your orange, your red, and your blue, okay? So get those out, get those ready. Now, you should have everything you need. You have some water in your cup, you've got your paper towel, and you also have an extra bottle of white, and we're going to be using a lot of white today. I didn't want to deplete your kit for new projects coming up, so we're going to use this today. So I'll give you a couple minutes to set up all your kit and be ready for me, and I'll be right back. Okay, let's get started. The first thing we're going to do is shake your white paint real good and open it up, and we're going to coat our entire canvas. So we're going to need a lot. So maybe a silver dollar amount. Okay? Grab your flat brush and just spread that paint all over your canvas, okay? A very thin coat. Just like that. Got that coated out pretty good. Very thin coat. You don't want a lot of bumps. I'm going to pull some of that down because it'll dry faster if it's in a thin coat. Don't want it on too thick. Okay. That just about does it, doesn't it? Okay. All right. When you're done with your brush, just throw it in your water. Make sure you clean your brushes really good when we get done. So I'll give you a few minutes so that you can coat out your canvas with your white, and I'll be right back. Okay, now I'm going to grab these paints, and the first one we're going to do is we're going to use the blue, and we are going to use a technique that's a little different, and we're going to start putting the paint right on the canvas, just like this, okay? We're going to do 2 little dots of blue, like so. Oopsie. Okay, then we're going to use the orange next. 2 little dots just like that of orange. And the next one we're going to use the yellow for one of the dots, and we're going to use the yellow ochre for the other dot, and I'll show you why in a minute. And the last color is red, and we're going to do 2 dots of red right here. Okay. Alrighty, so now we're going to clear these out of the way. And we're going to grab our fan brush and we're going to go to it. Now, we're going to create trees with our fan brush. And what I want you to do is just pounce, just like I'm doing here, going back and forth, and you're picking up some of the yellow and some of the yellow ochre to make your tree, okay? Just go back and get a little bit more of the paint and just bring it on up, just like that. Okay, we're going to make a tree. Leave some of the paint at the bottom of the tree because we're going to need that for something else in a little bit. All right, just like that. Okay, now I'm moving right over to the orange. Not cleaning my brush, I'm just going right to the next tree over. Little guy next door is the orange tree, right here. He's gonna make a real nice tree out of him, just like that. Okay? This is abstract, so you just kind of pounce and shift, and now we're going over to the red tree. Okay? It's going to move right over here. We're going to pull that red right over to the edge of my canvas, and we're working up a little bit smaller as it gets a little bit higher in the tree. And you can make a little point at the tree if you want. If you want to do that, you just turn your brush to the side like this, and you can make a little tree. That's up to you on that. And now I'm going to take my brush and I'm just going to wipe it a little bit because I want to get some of that red off, because we're going to do our blue tree last, and I don't really want red and blue to mix together because that's purple. Okay, so let's just take some of that red off, just like that, and come over to our blue tree for our last tree. The little blue guy is right over here on the right side on the end. Okay. We're taking our blue right up to the top to make our blue tree. Alrighty. Just like that. Okay. All right, now I'm going to wipe that brush one more time. Just like that. Now, we are going to create a reflection in the front here that's kind of a little lake. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the paint, we're going to start on yellow again, and we're going to pull down. Just going to go like that. Okay, we're going to streak that and pull gently down, just like that. And we're going to start over here. We're going to move over to the orange. Okay, just like that. We're going to move to the red, pull some of that down, just like that. And we're going to wipe the brush, and we're going to pull some of that blue down, just like that. Okay? It's going to make a little bit of a reflection look. All right. The next thing you want to do real quick is you're going to be moving the brush, dragging the brush back and forth this way, and this is going to create the illusion of the lake. Just very lightly back and forth, okay? All right. Now I'm going to stop for a minute and let you catch up. Okay, are you back? Hope you guys are hanging in there with me and having fun. That's the main thing. Have fun. Okay, now we're going to grab our white, the bottle of white, and we are going to put a generous amount on our palette, which is our paper plate. And I'm going to make it in a kind of like a line, and you'll see why in a minute. Okay? We're going to grab our palette knife, and we're just going to grab some of this white on the bottom of the palette knife, and you're going to make snowdrifts in your abstract. So you're going to take the palette knife and you're going to leave some snow at the bottom of each of these trees, okay? So leave some snow, kind of mix it up a little bit so you get more of the white. Just like that. And you can put some more like in front of it, sort of like this, in front of your trees. Just kind of like that, because you don't know the snow is probably going to be on the lake in little drifts. Okay. And you can even bring it down a little bit, just like this with your palette knife. Just pulling it down, just like that. Yep, just like that. Just keep, and just kind of play with it. It might feel a little awkward to you at first if it's the first time you used a palette knife, but it'll come really quickly. And you can have a lot of fun with it. I'm just going to put a few more down here, like that. Okay. Looking good so far. So far, so good. Alrighty. Now we're going to make some branches. So I'm going to pull some more. You can tell we're using a lot of this. That's why I gave you a whole bottle of it. Okay. I'm going to wipe off my palette knife over here and just get all the color off because I want it white. You'll see why in a minute. We're going to make some branches. Okay, we're going to make branches, and we're going to put the palette knife lay it right into this paint. And it's really important, that's why I gave you this paint, because it's really important to have the paint thin enough that this will work. If it's really thick, it won't work very well. Now, I'm going to just very lightly lay my palette knife on this tree, just like this, to make branches, okay? And I'm going to kind of lay it from one side to the other to make some smaller branches. I'm coming back here, grabbing some more white. I'm going to move to my little orange tree, doing the same thing, just like that. Very light touch. You don't want it too heavy, because we learned in our first painting session that if you push down real hard on your brush, you get a very thick line. If you do it very lightly, you get a thin line. All right, right, just like that. Making some more branches here and there where I want them. Over on this side, just lightly tap. There's a branch here. just turn this slightly so I can get a better angle. Okay, so far so good. All right, now the next thing we want to do is we want to, because it's a reflection, we want to do the same thing down here. So we just want to take, but just a few. So line your palette knife up to where your trunk is and place a little trunk here with a couple of branches. There you go. Grab some more white, come back here, lay another trunk down, and then just a couple branches here and there. I'm gonna turn that a little sideways, just like that. Grab some more white. And you're gonna have some, here's the trunk, branch here, a branch there. There's the trunk of our red tree, branch here, branch there, maybe one here, right here. Okay. All righty, what do you guys think? Just pretty much done. I'm gonna do a couple more branches up here, but you guys, this is your creative license. You just put branches where you feel you want them and where you think they should go, and we are just about done here. So thanks again for coming to our Art Happy session and painting with me today. I hope you had fun, and we'll see you next time.